offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snags it over the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Back to pass, it's Freeman. They're working that left side. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. To the ground with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Blair. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. 9th play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone, and you're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, that's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Army Black Knights offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And the Black Knights will hustle to the line. Thomas looking to fire. It's complete to the right. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Black Knights line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets a block. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And the Bruins are stopped, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Bulls his way forward. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. The lone back's got it. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Now on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the connection. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. The give and the run on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The offense lining up for a first down play. He'll ride his man on the option. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They'll try to snap it quickly. Handoff to the fullback. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Thomas back to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Black Knights send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Parker. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. They'll run it to the right. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job on the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
He's looking for a man on second down. Got his man in the middle. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last when they need 8 on second down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it on the right. Touchdown, UCLA! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. On the ground with the counter. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Black Knights headed quickly to the line.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Peters. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They want to run this quarterback. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Using his legs, it's Peters. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. He's got it and still on his feet. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Running back goes in motion. Now on the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Thomas looking to fire. Quarterback moving. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. And that is no good. A missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10.
And there just has not been a lot to write home about this year for this football team. Offensively, defensively, or even on special teams. Just not a lot of bright spots this season.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
It is hard to get sacks on screens. I mean, the offensive linemen stay with you for a little bit. Defensive linemen squirt through. A lot of times they read the screen and backpedal. Not on this one. They got through, got to the quarterback, got him on the ground. Not good execution by the offense, but it still counts as a sack.
This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Turns it loose deep. And it's caught inside the 25. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. He'll keep it himself. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to throw, it's Freeman. Makes his connection. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. North Texas has some work to do. There's no other way to put it. But the mantra of this program is hard hats, hard work. And if they can chip away here, they may be able to pull this out. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Baylor. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He locked up and held on to bring him down. And the Black Knights want to move quickly. Here comes the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Working that left side now. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Black Knights will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Running it back, it's Parker. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, baby.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the catch and knocked down. 2nd down coming up. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. Nothing but got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Bruins! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Black Knights will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Blair. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. The throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
The Black Knights in the hurry-up.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contain.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8-clap.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And the Black Knights will punt this one away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. It's complete to the left.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Looking downfield, it's Freeman. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Finds his target down the middle. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The offense will quickly use the timeout. And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Now on 2nd down. Timeout, UCLA. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Unloads it left. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3 ball here before the break. It's good. He'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. UCLA 23-0. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters from there in Pasadena today. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker, and then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the Rose Bowl.
The Bruins will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. The give to the fullback. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Thomas back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They'll run the option. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Makes the grab. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. The Black Knights are moving quickly down the field. Going up top on first down. He's got his man. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. A 7-yard pickup, it'll be 2nd and 3. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And the Black Knights will move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Black Knights are threatening in the red zone. Goes to the option. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. The back goes in motion. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Quarterback now breaking the field. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. On the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. Makes the grab on the left. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Splits the uprights, it's good. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Give him 105 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Back to the ground game on the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The option look. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Looking to pass. It's Freeman. He'll throw it. Finds his man. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Got it in the middle. It's Sexton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Good pick up there. He gets enough for the first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Across the 25, he's got room. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just...
Touchdown, UCLA! And the punishment has been extended.
And these design QB runs, man, they really test the physicality of this defense. Knowing this quarterback's going to tote the rock, they know that there's now an extra blocker, so somebody on defense is going to have to make a superhuman effort, get off a block and make a play. They could not get that done.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know.
Comes out throwing on first down.
They're trailing by 10 to Appalachian State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. They go to the draw. Discards a man. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Black Knights will punt it away on fourth down. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. UCLA will go back to work on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Handoff to the single back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. going with the ground game left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
This time on target. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. This senior showing great toughness, takes the hit, and still puts the ball on target. Using the quick game. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They're going to throw it again. He's right on target. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. He'll come out throwing on first down. That's caught. It's Peters. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll power it inside with the fullback. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And now on second down for this offense. On the option. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Black Knights are in the red zone. On the option. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bruins. The defense with the scoop and score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners. Takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
37, Army, 3.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on second and long from the 17? Thomas looking to fire. Unleashes one. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Forced out of the pocket. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
The Black Knights will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking for a block. It's Parker. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. The give to the tailback. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Gonna run it. It's Blair. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's off to the races. Touchdown, UCLA! And the stomping has commenced. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The 18 unit on the field.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. And here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They'll throw it on first down. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
28-yard line. Second down coming up.
Thomas back to pass. Quarterback adapting. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And the Black Knights have this offense rolling. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Black Knights line it up with a first and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Second and goal for this offense.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll go to the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Black Knights!
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
And he tacks on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Iowa is down right now inside Kinnick Stadium, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Iowa City today. They're trailing by 10 to Kent State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They're going to run it to the right. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. They'll start this drive with a pass. Oh, picked off. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Bruins! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Here's the handoff. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. The Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Gain of 4. 2nd down coming up.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.